With well over 100 international caps to his name, Lee Yong-pyo will be one of the first names on the South Korean team sheet when Group B kicks off in June. A fast, skillful fullback, Lee will be looking to provide a threat from wide areas, as well as keeping things tight at the other end. Lee was one of the stars of South Korea's amazing run to the semi-finals in their own World Cup in 2002. Now hugely experienced, he will be a huge influence once again at South Africa 2010. Australia's captain since 2006, Lucas Neal will be a major influence for Pimverbeck's Socceroos in South Africa. A combative and versatile defender, Neal is comfortable with the ball at his feet and will be looking to orchestrate things from deep. With more than 500 career games under his belt, the Galatasaray star will be looking to make his mark on this summer's World Cup. Australia's defence was one of their key components during qualifying. And with Neal at the heart of it, it may be a frustrating time for opposition forwards. Number 1 for Spain and Real Madrid, Iker Casillas is at the peak of his career. Casillas is currently the second most capped goalkeeper in the history of the national team, with more than 100 caps to his name. And how he's earned them. It was at the 2002 World Cup at the age of just 21 when Casillas became Spain's first choice and one of the youngest goalkeepers in the tournament's history. In Euro 2008, he was awarded the captain's armband, an honour he repaid with clean sheets in the quarter-final, semi-final and final on the way to Spain's historic triumph. Voted best young player at the last World Cup, Lukas Podolski has matured to become one of Germany's most experienced and reliable strikers. Podolski scored 3 goals at Germany 2006, so defences will be well aware of his threat. Stopping him, though, will be another matter. At international level, Podolski averages more than a goal every other game. He's a hard-working frontman who loves to perform at the highest level. And he'll be aiming to confirm his place in World Cup folklore with a barrage of goals in South Africa. Attacking midfielder Marek Hamšík was the driving force behind Slovakia's impressive performances in qualification, which ended with them topping their group and eagerly looking forward to this summer's tournament. The Napoli striker is one of the most coveted players in world football today, and it's easy to see why. Powerful and athletic, he's the perfect modern-day midfielder, with steel to complement that silk. Hamšík scored some crucial goals during qualifying. Now his country's talisman and starman, he'll be one key to Slovakia's hopes in South Africa. The early career of John Obi Mikel has been controversial, to say the least. He was suspended by his national team in 2007 and managed to sign for both Chelsea and Manchester United at the same time in 2005. Since then, the Chelsea midfielder has begun to show the form that made him such a hot property. Tall and strong with an excellent range of passing, he's made himself a regular for both club and country, making 7 appearances for the Super Eagles en route to South Africa. Still only 23, Mikel will be one of Nigeria's key players as they seek to qualify from Group B. Only Brazil performed better than the Chileans in South American qualifying, and a key factor were the consistent performances of Chile's attacking midfielder, Matías Fernandes. A skillful dribbler, Fernandes can also create and score goals. And he finished as his nation's second top scorer during the qualifiers. His link-up play with free-scoring Humberto Suazo will be vital if Chile are to continue their good form in South Africa. And after their exploits in qualifying, no one will be taking Fernandes or Chile lightly. Little fancied Honduras will need all the experience they can muster if they're to progress at the World Cup. And in 36-year-old striker Carlos Pavón, they have it in abundance. The veteran striker may play his club football back in his homeland, but he scored 7 times in 9 appearances during qualifying. This is Honduras' first World Cup final since 1982. And they'll be relying on their imposing frontman's goals if they're to have any chance of progress from a tough-looking Group H. At over £25 million, Michael Essien didn't come cheap. But Chelsea knew they were spending their money wisely. The Ghanaian is a powerful box-to-box midfielder and a real force going forward. Yet the Bison is equally adept defensively. Essien was an integral part of the Ghana side that performed beyond expectation in the 2006 tournament, and it will be no different this time around. The midfield powerhouse will need to stamp his authority in the midfield battleground. And if he can dictate the rhythm, Ghana could easily spring a surprise on their home continent. This current Brazil side may be more cautious than their predecessors, but in Kaká, the Brazilians possess a genuine star. Real Madrid had to pay an incredible £56 million for his services. Only Cristiano Ronaldo has gone for more money. Having already achieved so much in the game, it's hard to believe Kaká will only be 28 at the World Cup. Graceful on and off the ball, he combines direct running with extraordinary vision and a keen eye for goal. There are few greater pressures in football than wearing the Brazil number 10 shirt, made so famous by Pelé. But Kaká takes it all in his stride. The 2007 World Player of the Year is the principal reason Brazil are commonly regarded as tournament favourites. And if Kaká plays to his potential, it's hard to see beyond Brazil as they make a bid for a 6th world title. With 5 goals in 8 qualification games, Milan Jovanovic top scored for Serbia as they emerged from a difficult group with a game to spare. The 29-year-old is something of a late developer in football terms, only making his international debut in 2007. But he soon showed how comfortable he was playing at the highest level. He's never looked back since, and is expected to provide the goals in a team with a solid defensive base. Averaging a goal every other game throughout his career, Jovanovic will be hoping to fire his country into the last 16 come June.